Today I'm going to show you these 3 daily exercise routines. But first, to warm up, we're going to do dips for 15 repetitions. Remember, this movement uses our own body weight, so let's take advantage of that by leaning slightly forward and lowering ourselves completely until we feel a stretch in the chest. When we return to the starting position, hold and squeeze for 1 second before continuing with the rest of the repetitions. Let's start with 12 repetitions of incline bench press with a barbell. Control the bar as you bring it down to chest level. Don't let it drop suddenly or bounce. Pause for 1 second and then return to the starting position where you'll squeeze the chest. That's how we'll complete the 12 repetitions. Next, we move on to incline bench dumbbell flies. In this exercise, it's important to take care of our elbows. We'll slightly flex them and maintain that slight flexion as we bring them outward to stretch the chest. Be sure to maintain the same flexion on the way back. Avoid flexing inward and focus on squeezing the chest and creating tension. Complete 12 repetitions using this technique. Now let's do shoulder presses. Start with a challenging weight for the first set and increase the weight with each subsequent set. Remember to maintain control throughout the movement, especially during the eccentric phase, lowering the weight. You can perform the concentric phase, raising the weight, with a bit more explosiveness, but ensure controlled movement during the descent to effectively work the shoulders. Moving on to triceps extensions. Fully extend your forearms to activate the triceps. Avoid using your body or pushing with it. Instead, focus on keeping your chest out, maintaining a straight back, and only moving or pushing by extending the forearm. Now let's continue with overhead triceps extensions. Find a stable position where you won't move much, such as by placing 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, or keeping both feet neutral. Once in position, extend your arms forward and over your head, then slowly return to the starting position behind your head. Remember to perform the movement in a controlled manner, taking 3 seconds for each repetition. Before starting the routine, let's do a warm-up with pull-ups. If you can't do 10 repetitions, you can do just 2 repetitions per set. Perform 5 sets of 2 repetitions. Now let's move on to pull-ups, but this time we'll work until failure. Push yourself until you can't do any more repetitions, reaching that point where you're struggling to complete each rep. For dumbbell rows, we'll do 12 repetitions, but this time, both arms will work simultaneously. Guide the movement with your elbows, pulling the weight backward to engage the back muscles. Hold for at least 1 second, and then slowly return to the starting position. Next, we'll do lat pulldowns. Aim for 12 repetitions with challenging weight. Keep the movement continuous without pausing or getting stuck in the contracted position. Ensure you perform the full range of motion, stretching fully and pulling your elbows down and back to engage the back. Complete 12 repetitions. Now let's do seated cable rows. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions. Focus on pulling the weight towards your body with your elbows, while also keeping your chest out and pulling your elbows back to fully engage the back. Gradually return to the starting position. Moving on to bicep curls, we'll use dumbbells. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions with challenging weight. Maintain proper form, avoiding body swinging to assist with the weight. Focus on using the strength of your arms to lift the dumbbells. Now let's continue with leg day. To warm up, we'll do bodyweight squats for 25 repetitions. Remember to perform a full range of motion, going down and coming up completely without locking your knees. Maintain proper posture with your chest out and a straight back. Complete 2 sets of 25 repetitions. Next, we'll do squats on the Smith machine. Aim for 12 repetitions with challenging weight. Focus on performing the full range of motion, lowering until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Pause briefly, and then return to the starting position without locking your knees. Moving on to deadlifts, I'll use an Olympic barbell, but you can use dumbbells if you prefer. Start by pushing your glutes back, keeping your chest out and maintaining a straight back. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions. Let's start with leg press. Perform 12 repetitions by lowering the weight towards your chest and then returning to the starting position without fully extending your knees. Keep the movement continuous and fluid. Remember to use challenging weight that makes the last few repetitions difficult. Now, lying hamstring curls. Focus on fully extending your ankles toward your glutes. Avoid holding at the top, and instead perform the movement in a continuous and fluid manner. Aim for 15 repetitions with challenging weight. Finally, we'll do hip thrusts. Set the roller at hip level to avoid discomfort. Keep your chin tucked in and focus solely on your glutes. Perform 12 repetitions, which count as 1 set. Complete a total of 3 sets. That's it for this workout routine.